Hey guys, Samurai Revolution here, and today we're going to do a Russian rush guide. So we're going to jump straight into it here. We are playing against Japan on the decon, and what I was going to try to do for this one is just get my streets in space as fast as possible, because if you can get that, especially with Japan, if you can get in there quick enough, they will have a very difficult time stopping you. So we're going to get in there quick. The basic build of this one is going to be the 14 vills, and then I personally do the 300 wood, so it helps you get that blockhouse quick. And then once you get all that out and you age up, you send in your Cossacks. So we're going to start out here. We're going to gather all of our resources and get all that sorted out. And we have plenty of coin. I don't even think I gathered the coin in this match because we didn't need it. I might have done it because we used the market, but didn't really need it too much. So we get over there, grab all that. Everyone herds in, and we go on from there. But this strategy is pretty good. It depends who you're going against, obviously. So like, if you're going against France, you probably don't want to rush them. You probably want to go with like a fast fortress. And then for that, you obviously just send your coin. Russia does not have villagers, so that's kind of easy boost there because they don't have anything else to go off of. But so we're gonna get all this in there, grab the treasures, and get 3 sets of villas, 14 villagers, and you get 1 house up, and then you don't need to gather anything else. You just wait till the age up, get all your food maxed out. But yeah, that strategy's pretty decent. The thing with Russia is obviously their streetlets are so weak, but if you can get enough of them in there, it's so overwhelming, as you'll see. We'll get about 40 of them in there, and the guy has a few musketeers. We wiped those out, and he just had no chance to get anything else. Also with the Cossacks, especially with the Japanese, I later on started attacking one of his shrines, and I mean that's like a big loss for him housing-wise, especially if he has it far off on the map. And he had it pretty far off, so that was a pretty big loss for him. So we'll see how this all pans out. We're gonna go scout around. Get the first shipment's in that 300 wood. You don't need to gather that yet. Just keep that in there. And you'll age up with the 400 wood as well. So with that combination, you'll be able to make a blockhouse, make some houses, and your first batch of streetlets. Another thing with this strategy is you gotta really make sure you're on your housing game, because if you do not, you'll be housed, which means you'll have no population to make units. The streetlets cost so much population because they're 10 apiece, so you really gotta pay attention to that. And the unit batches come in, or the villager batches come in 3. So if you ever make more villagers, gotta make sure you have plenty of population for that as well. So here we are. We're gonna get the age up. We're gonna send that 800 food, and then after this, I'm gonna scout around for my blockhouse. I probably should have sent my villagers up a little bit earlier. As you'll see, there's a little bit of gap time. But overall, this is kind of the basics you want to do. So you want to send that wood, send in 2 villagers, find a forward base position, and I build one around one of those native buildings. I do gather coin, I gotcha. Alright, but I eventually get a market up. If you have extra resources, get your market up, get some upgrades. All you really need is you can go for the wood and the hunting dogs, and then if you can't, get the fur trappers as well. But we really didn't need to this match. So we toss that up, get some houses, depending on what you have. And I love the elephants, so much food right there, you don't have to really worry about that too much. The only thing really with this strategy you really gotta worry about is cavalry, obviously. If the streetlets get hit by cav, they're gonna take it. I didn't see that I grabbed my villager right there. I was so confused. I thought I already sent our villager down there, so I sent in like an extra one. But it's alright, we get all sorted out. We get the hunting dogs upgrade. We're getting all that sorted out. And but yeah, as I said, you gotta be careful with cavalry. Like if you're facing Germany, you might not want to do this strategy because you know he's gonna have extra cav, unless you can really micromanage your cav pretty well. That's something you gotta pay attention to. He'd probably gonna go for a fast fortress. What I do for my fast fortress, I'm gonna put up a fast fortress strategy for the Russians. I don't know if this video is gonna come out before or after, but keep an eye out. It's gonna be coming out soon if it's not out already. Where basically you get hellish streetlets, and then you send in your Servov Reforms card, which converts all your streetlets to musketeers. You get the musketeer upgrade, and you can get like 150 musketeers in his base, like no joke. And it's super cheap, super effective. Super easy to do. As long as he doesn't rush you too much, you can just counter. And I did that against the British, so you could do that against France or someone else. So we age up here, we send in our Cossacks immediately, and we're gonna get a set of villagers in queue. Have those villies out in queue before you age up, just so you have that all sorted out. And as I said here, I should have had that blockhouse up a little bit earlier, so as soon as I age up, I can get those guys out. But we're gonna get it okay. We're gonna toss these guys on food, and you probably should get about 5 guys on wood. Well, luckily we had extra wood to start, so I wasn't really thinking about that too much. But we're gonna set our forward waypoint there, so our cav come out far in front, get some houses up, and get all this sorted out. And he has 8 up at this point. So you're gonna want to make sure that, especially as Japan, you're gonna really find out where his shrines are. I did it later. If I could have done it earlier, that would have been nice. But we're going in here. First wave. I don't want to send my cav in and let him get destroyed. I want to see if there's any guys back there. I was seeing if there's any guys on his coin. So get him inside to get all that sorted out. And here we are. We're gonna take a few shots here, make it feel really uncomfortable. I'm gonna take the cav around, and as soon as I see that castle, I'm knocking that thing out. We are in there already. He has no chance to put that up. We get all those streetlets on there. We're sending our 13 streetlets, and we are good to go. So the other thing about this strategy is it's very dynamic with what you can do after you send in your Cossacks. If you want to, you can send in your streetlets. If you feel like you need to go fast fortress, you can send your coin and go for a fast fortress. It all depends on what's going on. It's up to you. But we send in the extra streetlets. We got guys there. We knock out his what was like Minutemen. I forget what those guys called. Centuries, I think. And we're gonna get extra guys here. We're getting our house up though. As I said, you gotta be really cautious about the housing. Probably should put more guys on wood at this point, but we're gonna go back and find a shrine for him and knock that out. And we're gonna keep going in here, keep knocking these guys out. And look at all those streetlets, overwhelming them right there. We're gonna take that down, and we're gonna move across here. So at this point, I saw his village going across, and I really wanted to rush them out of the base. To make sure they were out of there, and then I was going to go back into the base and cause some mayhem. So we chased them a little bit further out, and I should have, but it was alright. We're going out. And I really wanted to keep my cav alive, because once I sent them out, I was going to have the cav go get them. But I wanted to take that shrine first. We're going to get a house up there, so we get some more streetlets in. And now we're going to send them back in. That shrine's almost down, it's about halfway down. And send them back there. And here we go. We're gonna go in for the final attack. We're gonna get some more streetlets here in a second. Attack those musketeers. Micromanage your guys. And we got our shipment in there. Villagers going across, and that's gonna be game. He just had no chance here, as you'll see. We were taking down that shrine. He only had a couple other shrines up. And once those musketeers died of his, we had him right there. We would have just knocked out his villagers, had his town center under siege, and kept pumping in guys. And then there are the scores. Pretty straightforward. As you can see, our guys there, we boomed up. But yeah, we were about to take that down, and then I was going to go across the map and take those villagers. But that's how you do it, guys. That is the Russian guide. Let me know your guys' thoughts. If you have any questions, leave them below. I hope this helped you guys out a lot. And as always, I will see you guys later.